Alright guys, welcome to the channel. I am OGL Schmitt. This is Custom OGT. I hope everyone has had and is having a fantastic weekend. If you celebrate the 4th of July, I hope you had a great one. I'm going to be reacting to Aurora for the very first time here. The song is called The Seed. I first heard this being covered by an amazing Canadian band called Freeze the Fall. I recommend everyone check them out if they haven't. And channel member Audiva, who is just an amazing person. Her support has meant so much to the channel, but she suggested that I try out the original. Hopefully this is going to open up a rabbit hole because I've heard Aurora is a bit quirky. So let's check out the OG version of The Seed.
Just like the seed, I don't know where to go. Through dirt and shadow I grow. I'm reaching light through the struggle. Just like the seed, I'm chasing the wonder. I unravel myself, all in slow motion.
So right off the bat, her voice has a very innocent sound to it that's maybe filtered through a bit of disappointment in this song in particular. I'm really liking the arrangement. Like, I like the percussion. It's got a lot of punch to it. I'm digging the vocal layers. I'm not... any formal musical knowledge I have, I got through osmosis watching The Charismatic Voice. So I don't have any formal knowledge, but her vowel formation is unique. I know she's Norwegian. I know every kind of like language and dialect lends itself to different types of vowels. It's a very kind of focused, cutting sound, which is very appropriate for this song, I think. It cuts through the din. You could also talk about, cutting down trees and that sort of thing. That's our oxygen supply. Same thing with algae in the ocean. I do think it's interesting that humans' ability to essentially think abstractly, to disconnect from the environment, is one of the reasons why we've been able to thrive as much as we have. Maybe we've almost been too successful at this point, because like a bear would never set fire to the woods for instance, to build something that he thought could sustain bear population better. It's because the woods is his home. Like, the bears are linked to it. But a human is like, I could put something different where all those trees are. So on one hand, that's what's allowed us to, prosper as much as we have, but it's also what's kind of, now we're starting to see the other end of it. I mean, granted, I guess we've been seeing it for a while, but it's also, the cause of a lot of our troubles as well, because we've done irreparable damage to the environment, and which will eventually catch up. First ticket to Mars, anybody? And then we can go mess that planet up. So, I don't know, but I guess if the Earth was to conjure up a being to deliver this message, I mean, there she is. It kind of feels like she was summoned, almost, for this message. My first taste of Aurora, she's fascinating right off the bat.
suffocate me, so my tears can be rain. I will water the ground where I stand, so the flowers can grow back again. 'Cause just like the sea, everything wants to land. We are burning our fingers, but we learn and forget.
Okay, so right here the percussion is very playful, and the layers are gradually building. So it's almost like you think of like a playground full of kids, playing, enjoying themselves, having fun, and there's like a huge storm coming on the horizon. Then you saw the build there to that much more, sort of thunderous percussion. I do like the line, "You cannot eat money." I mean, I guess you can. This doesn't have a whole lot of nutritional value. Maybe some fiber. What is unfortunate is, there are, the things like careless waste disposal. In Russia, there was just a nuclear plant that was dumping all of this waste into this lake, and the lake had to be drained and filled with concrete. And if you were close to that lake for an hour, you would absorb enough radiation to to kill you. I don't remember the name. I don't think I could pronounce it, but there's a progressive metal band called Pain of Salvation that had a song about, or an album about that, essentially. But the problem with that is, even the whole concept of climate change that's been appropriated, it's become its own industry as well. There are people that are trying to use that to scare people, to exert control over them. So it's, once again, there's just so much noise that you have to cut through, But the bottom line is we have lost the ability to harmonize with nature. We've lost our unity with nature, and I think you can't get that back. And sooner or later, we're going to regret that. And we're going to have to learn some hard lessons. So, I love how it's electronic, but it feels symphonic. The layers feel very almost orchestral. And the drums, there's no real attempts to make them sound real. You know what I'm saying? They sound electronic, but it still works for the point of the song, because it almost feels like it's the natural beauty of music processed through a technological filter. So once again, I don't know if that's intentional. I said I don't know anything about this young lady, but it's catchy too. So you will find yourself saying you cannot eat money, and that is a great way to get a message in there. It's very subversive almost, but you have that catchy song and you plant it in there. That's going to make a lot more of an impression than someone just atonally bellowing something at you. Let's keep going. So the drums in this, I guess, choral section, and there's a vocal layer in the background that both have this very tribal feel to it, calling back to the indigenous people that had mastered living off the land, as opposed to taking from it, I suppose. So I believe she is referred to as the Fairy of Pop in Norway. That's a good title. This was a really cool song. I love how it was constructed. I love how the sonics and her voice both seem to were sculpted to fit the message, while at the same time still having this beautiful build and this catchy chorus that'll like implant it directly into your head. Yeah, it's a beautiful song. Like I said, guys, if you haven't heard it, check out Freeze the Falls version. They did a really cool job. It's a bit more of like a traditional rock song, but it has the similar, beautiful layers and such. Just got a little bit of heaviness to it. So, okay, so this is the part where I ask you guys to send me down the Aurora rabbit hole. Tell me what other songs that she has that you think would make for an interesting reaction, because I'm down for it. This was a really cool song with a very good message. I did want to throw out one personal take on this, though. The planet is not in danger. We are. We are going to have to adapt, and we are going to have to make some changes, or the planet is going to make those changes for us, and it will not be good for human civilization. So, as George Carlin said, the planet will shake us off like a case of fleas. So yeah, with that cheery note, guys, go out, enjoy nature as much as you can, because it's been like 400 degrees lately. But yeah, mental health is real. Be a part of the start. I actually like walking, and taking time out in nature is really good for your mental health. Music is your best support group. Listen to it whenever possible. And take care of yourselves so you can take care of others. Thank you guys very much. Be seeing you around soon.